Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Quick Business English, your guide to mastering professional communication. I'm your host, Andrea, and today we are tackling a common challenge: how to speak confidently in meetings. In this video, I'm going to share some useful expressions to help you shine in your next meeting. Let's begin. Speaking confidently in meetings is key to making a positive impression and getting your ideas across. But don't worry, it's a skill you can build with the right mindset and tools. Now, without further ado, let's get down to business. First, let's talk about how to start the meeting, how to introduce yourself, and ask others to introduce themselves. First of all, you welcome everyone warmly with a friendly greeting. You might say something like, "Good morning" or "Good afternoon, everyone. Let's begin." Also, take a moment to thank attendees for their time by saying something like, "I'd like to thank everyone for coming today." Then, introduce yourself briefly. For instance, "I'm Janet, and I've arranged this meeting to discuss our tasks for this month." After your introduction, encourage others to introduce themselves. Say, "Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Please share your name, job title, and why you are here today." If someone hesitates to start, prompt them directly by saying, "Mike, do you want to start?" Engage with each attendee as they speak to make them feel welcomed. Our second point is setting the agenda. After introductions, clearly outline the purpose and objectives of the meeting. You might start by saying, "I've called this meeting in order to discuss the financial plan," or "We are here today to discuss the financial plan." Break down the agenda into actionable items and say, "There are 3 items on the agenda today. First, we'll cover topic A, then we'll move on to topic B." Finally, emphasize your goals for the meeting by stating, "Today, I would like to outline our plans for the coming year." Ensure everyone understands the objectives before moving forward. Now let's look at our third point, giving your opinion. When it's time to share your thoughts, express your opinions confidently and clearly. For example, you can say, "I believe that," or "From my perspective, this approach could work better because." Always use a respectful tone and back up your ideas with relevant information or examples to foster a constructive discussion. Conclude your point by reiterating why your suggestion is beneficial, using a phrase such as, "In my opinion, we should focus more on the customers to achieve better results." Let's move on now to point 4, agreeing or disagreeing politely. It's essential to maintain politeness during discussions, especially when you disagree. Always acknowledge others' ideas first by saying, "I see your point," before presenting your perspective, such as, "I'd like to offer a different perspective." When agreeing, emphasize collaboration by saying, "I completely agree with your point, and I think it ties very well with our concept." If you disagree, ensure your tone remains constructive by gently introducing your viewpoint. "I see your point, but I think a different approach might address the issue better." This keeps the conversation respectful and productive. It's time to look at point 5 now, how to interrupt politely. Sometimes it's necessary to interrupt, but it's important to do so politely. Use phrases like, "Sorry, but just to clarify," or "Excuse me for interrupting," to enter the conversation smoothly. Always acknowledge others' contributions by saying, "That's an excellent point, James. What about doing market research as well?" If you provide a department-specific perspective, ensure clarity by saying, From our department's perspective, it's a little more complicated. Let me explain why. This approach keeps the interruption respectful and adds value to the discussion. And now, point 6. Asking for clarification. If something isn't clear during the meeting, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Always use polite phrases like, "Can you repeat that, please?" Or, "I don't fully understand. Could you explain it from a different angle?" Summarize the point to confirm your understanding by saying, "Just to be clear, do you mean this?" This ensures accuracy and helps avoid any potential misunderstandings. Now, point number 7 is how to define action points to be completed before the next meeting. At the end of the meeting, always summarize the action points clearly. Assign tasks by saying, "Susan, can you have these action points finished by next week's meeting?" Ensure everyone knows their responsibilities and timelines, such as, "Before the next meeting, I want this phase completed so we can discuss the results." Highlight ongoing progress by saying, "By the next meeting, we'll have the second phase in progress so we can evaluate its impact." This ensures accountability and sets clear expectations. And last but not least, point 8, closing the meeting. Conclude the meeting by summarizing the key points discussed and the decisions made. For instance, say, "To summarize, we've agreed on point A and B." Ensure everyone is aligned by adding, "Let's follow up with an email to confirm the next steps and assign tasks accordingly." Thank attendees for their contribution and end on a positive note, emphasizing the importance of collaboration moving forward. You can say, "Thank you all for your valuable contributions today," or "I appreciate everyone's input and collaboration." And now, practice time. I'm going to give you 2 situations. Wait a few seconds, and then you will say or write down the best phrase from today's video. Are you ready? Situation 1. You want to share your opinion on a new project. What do you say? The answer, "In my opinion, this strategy will help us meet our goals." And the second situation, you didn't understand a colleague's comment. What do you say? The answer is, "Sorry, could you clarify what you mean by that?" Great job, everyone. Share your favorite phrase in the comments below. And there you have it, useful expressions and tips to help you speak confidently in meetings. Which expression will you use in your next meeting? Please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. See you next time on Quick Business English. Goodbye.